on WZRA TV. We are very glad to have with us Ian ASHER. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So tell us about your set. You're at the WZRA, you're in Tampa. How'd it go?
It was great. It got a little bit of tropical weather came in, and so, but honestly, that didn't really stop the vibes at all, which I'm very glad about. This is my second show here in Tampa. I did a Tampa breakaway a few months ago, which was fun, but it's very different from a day party, so glad to get a little bit of a different vibe coming back here for sure.
Yeah, we were out there, and obviously, like, everybody was partying, love the vibe. Like we said, tell us a little bit about your music, because you're very different as an artist, I feel like, and like we said, you bring the party. What type of house music do you DJ that everyone can kind of know?
The thing is, I don't really, this might sound kind of cliche, but I don't really necessarily think of it as, okay, here's one set genre that I go into. I mean, my sets are very dynamic, and so really I just kind of feel the crowd and go through a lot of different subgenres of house music, you know, play, if I feel like it, throw in some EDM stuff, you know, and I do it in a way that I feel like if anyone were to really like break down what I'm doing and, you know, just the fans is, it all makes sense in context, so it's like very difficult for me to say like, oh, I only make one genre of house music, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so tell us now, when you go out there, like we said, what is your favorite song that you like to play, or like a crowd favorite, or just personal favorite of yours?
Personal favorite, jeez, gosh, there's so many. I love playing John Summit's remix of Sweet Disposition.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Love that record so much. And I love playing Masquinota too, my song with All Over Heldens, Sergio Mendes. That one's always a vibe too.
And then also tell us, so John Summit, like we said, would you like to collab with him? Something like with John Summit is pretty like epic as a DJ as well, so like, what do you think of John Summit?
I mean, you know, I love him to death. I love his music and his personality. It's just, you know, so dope. I would listen, John, like, hit my line, like, let's do it, you know. And when it comes to collabs and stuff, I haven't really did things, but it's definitely something that I feel like moving forward, especially over like the next year, I really want to focus more in on. So, yeah. I can't really say too much, but we got some stuff in the works.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Now tell us, okay, you've done so much, you've accomplished a lot so far, because you're pretty young, you've done, you know, quite a few things. What is your ultimate dream that you would like to accomplish? Like, what do you see yourself accomplishing? Like,
I mean, this again might sound cliche, but I do feel like I'm living the dream right now.
okay.
And so, really, I guess the only way I can answer that is just by keep leveling it up, playing more cities, doing more shows, doing bigger shows, releasing bigger records, and yeah, just doing everything I can to make great music and make great experiences in life for people too.
Now tell us, did DJing find you, or did you find it? How did that happen? Like we said, like, do you believe, like, you know, obviously it's meant for you. I agree with that. Do you believe that? Tell us how, like, your perspective on that, like
manifestation?
Yeah. Like, how did it come about? And then, like, do you think it, like, came to you? Did you work hard for it? Like, how did it really come about?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got my first board when I was like 11 years old. And so I was just the kid that was really obsessed with electronic dance music.
Now, when you said you got it, who was the lucky person who gave it to you?
My parents.
Okay, then your parents are the ones that literally set your dreams forward.
Yeah,
like,
they bought me like a super cheapy beginner board. And
wow. Yeah.
I put it into my iPad, and I just became absolutely obsessed with it.
Wow. I want to know though, as parents, why did they say, okay, we're going to gift you this? Like, every parent doesn't give that gift. Like,
I think they
why?
were glad that I wasn't asking for more video games.
Okay, so you asked for it?
Yeah, so I asked them that,
Okay.
and they were just relieved that I wasn't playing as much video games as my brother.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
They were glad they welcomed it.
You have a brother?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, awesome. What does he do?
My brother, it's kind of hard to explain, but he is a game designer
Oh.
and also a teacher. So he teaches people how to create video games.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. In his video games, is your music there?
I don't give him the rest. He got paid for it.
do that, he's gonna watch this and be like,
Yeah, it's gonna start beef.
yeah, totally. Now I want to know, are you guys close? Like, are you guys?
Yeah, we're very close, and it's cool too because now that I'm touring and everything, he's coming out to shows and stuff, and like for example, I'm going to Japan in a couple days, and he was like, I'm gonna come and make a trip out of it too. So yeah, it's fun having a brother like that's similar age too, and I get to do all these events and stuff.
Did he come to the castle? Did he come to the castle with you?
He did not go to Serbia. That's Serbia would be a crazy boys trip. But
Okay. Well, we want to know, tell us about Serbia, tell us about this castle, this great castle that you went to. Everyone wants to know. We saw it online, like we said, it was pretty epic, but you tell us your experience being at the castle in Serbia.
Well, first of all, going to Serbia, I honestly never thought I would be going to like there, just never registered in my mind to what it was. And oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful country. I'm just so glad that it's there. The people there are incredibly warm, welcoming. I mean, the festival itself was just what an epic party. It wasn't a fortress. It was in a castle, which is insane. Fitting like 100,000 people in a castle.
Wow.
So that was very, very memorable for sure.
This is such a random question, but if you have like a birthday party, you personally, like, if you can't have it at a castle, isn't that upsetting to you because now you've been in a castle? Like, what is your birthday parties like? If you have parties like for your birthday, like, how are you gonna party if you went to a castle? Like, what's gonna beat that?
This is my issue. I feel so jaded now
Yeah, now.
because I do so much cool stuff.
Yeah.
So how do you top water Tampa? Like,
Yeah, that's true too.
how do you
Top it.
Serbia? Like, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's true. Unless they know your birthday's coming up, and then maybe they'll invite you to another castle or somewhere. Like, who knows what the next dream is? Like, maybe they'll invite you for your birthday. And when is your birthday? No.
My birthday?
Yeah.
It's January 21st.
Oh. Okay, wait. You're 21, correct?
23.
Oh, 23. Okay, sorry, my bad. So you're 23. Okay.
Yeah.
And January 21st. What zodiac are you? Are you a Capricorn or what's January 21st?
Aquarius.
Oh, Aquarius.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel being an Aquarius?
I don't really know how to answer that, to be totally honest, because I don't really know.
You're living
I feel
Aquarius.
good.
No. But do you have any of the qualities as an Aquarius?
I don't know any of the qualities about it. I'm gonna research it.
You should.
Yeah,
You
look
should.
into it, and then next time I'm gonna come back. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you a very detailed answer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I'm waiting for that.
Good.
So when you're not doing music, what do you do like during the week? Like how often? Like how much does music take up of your time truly? Like during the week? Like is it like the whole week or like when you actually have off and then what do you do?
It takes up 100% of my time.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. I'm traveling so much, and so it's difficult, like meeting up and hanging out with people, especially other like my friends got jobs and they have their own lives, and I'm going back on like weekdays,
Yeah.
things like that can make it kind of difficult. And I'm leaving for weeks at a time too, so yeah.
Have you met a lot of different people like being in the music industry? Like they can be like, in the scene with you, or they can just be normal people as well. Like have you met just like a lot of different people being where you're at now in life?
Yeah, totally. And honestly, I think it's one of the greatest joys of when traveling, but also being in an industry as interesting as the music industry, because there's so many characters and there's so many stories and there's so much funny shit that happens too. And so it's been a very, very cool time, especially the past year when I started enjoying it like crazy, for sure.
That's what I was going to ask you. You seem like that's what it is as an Aquarius. No, you seem like you're a very friendly person. You seem like you could make like 100 friends. Just speaking to you, you're very open as a person. It seems like you can collect friends as you go, literally. Do you do that, or do you just like kind of like have acquaintances, or do you really, like we said, make connections along the way, or do you find connections hard for you?
I try my best, and truthfully, I have made some really, really great friends just from going on the road and everything. So I do try my best. It can be difficult. Like for example, this morning I was in Nashville. I think for like 10 hours.
Wow.
So not a whole lot of like mingling going on then, But yeah, I love meeting people. It's I think one of the greatest joys in life is just having normal chit chat. So that's and especially like traveling abroad and seeing how people in other countries live their lives, and then just asking them their opinions on things
Yeah.
from a totally different perspective. Something that I've learned to really just love and appreciate that process, and then getting to relate to people from totally different walks of life too. So I almost feel like sometimes I'm going to these countries, I almost feel like a fast-paced Anthony Bourdain. You know what I mean? minus the chef qualities, but yeah, just I love talking to people.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say your life, because it's on the fast pass. You're like, it's like very quick, your life. Does it feel different as your life before? You kind of just said a little bit of that. I'm wondering that. Do memories, do they stick in your mind kind of because everything goes so quick? Or it's like here, where you were yesterday, oh, that's forgotten now. Not in a bad way, but I'm saying you're now on to Florida, and then the next day you're on to something else, and do you forget each place you go to, or do you kind of keep it and store it as a memory?
It's interesting because I think the amount of places I go, it would be impossible to remember details from every single thing, but I remember kind of just odd and funny qualities and things that I should remember. For sure.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay, I'm are we going to be forgotten in Florida?
Oh, hello.
Forget us.
It's
You can't forget us. Now, I want to know, because we see all DJs, your set, everybody's set, it kind of gets wild out there, not going to lie, everyone's on stage. Do you have a story or experience of something that went down that just did not leave your mind because you're oh my god, that was crazy? Have you lived something like that? I'm sure many times, but anything that you're just whoa, or no?
on stage.
Yeah, just one of your, something like that along your journey as being a DJ.
I invited one of my friends, I'm not going to say who, but she came to a show and she got so drunk that she was we were all on stage, it was a vibe. She actually presses the pause button. It's the funniest thing.
Oh my god.
Not a big deal. You know who you are.
Did people know? Did they realize she did it, or did they think it was a malfunction? Maybe
just play it off.
Oh, okay. Because there's a lot happening. Maybe they didn't realize she did that. There's a lot.
It's very chaotic. I don't think she even knew she did it.
Yeah.
So it's totally. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty fun. Do you usually invite your friends to the set, to your sets? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
You know.
Yeah.
How about, not to sound whatever, but your parents? Do they come and see you play?
Mi madre.
Mi madre. Yeah.
Certainly. Yeah, it's definitely. And I am planning doing both mom and pop out to Vegas. So that'll be interesting for sure.
Vegas, Oh, but that's sweet though. They get to see you.
Yeah,
must
I'm
be
looking forward to it.
Very proud parents, right?
Oh, totally.
That's awesome. Now, also tell us, what do you have brewing right now, music-wise? What's going on?
A lot of new stuff in the works. I wish I had more to say right now, but I can't. However, follow me and keep in touch with what I'm doing, because I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff. So check it out.
Now, you have a lot of posts on Instagram, online, and stuff like that. You're DJing and stuff. Do you have anything that was really viral, or anything that just stood out to you, or was just kind of huge?
I mean, so many of them. Yeah, I gotta say my favorite one was, of course, the Makaba remix. Still my biggest song today. And yeah, that moment went so viral. I knew it was crazy when Ariana Grande posted it.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she posted a makeup reel.
Wow.
Using the sound, and that's when I was like, oh shit.
How did you find out? You weren't tagged? Were you, how did you find out she used it? Do you follow her?
Friends just sent it to me.
Oh my gosh.
Blowing up my phone. Oh my god, look at Ariana Grande's page right now. So.
That's crazy. When was that? When did that happen?
That was last year.
Oh, last year.
Yeah.
Okay. That is cool.
It was crazy time.
That is crazy. Wow, that is cool. Celebrity crush? Anybody that you crush on? That you like? Do crushes still exist nowadays? Because I was just we would ask them years ago, and I'm you got a crush?
I will say this: growing up, when I was younger, I was in love with J-Lo.
With who? J-Lo?
J-Lo.
Oh, J-Lo. Okay, okay.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Still to this
day,
day? I was
to
gonna
this
say,
day.
I was like, okay, so like now?
Love like that can't end. That's all I
Wow.
gotta say. I was a
Wow.
big Hunger Games fan. You know?
Wow.
Middle school, yeah. Just really into that.
Okay. You're in Cali. Have you seen her? And if you did, what's gonna happen? Like, what would you like? Freak out? What would you say to her?
I would most definitely freak out. I would lose my cool immediately. Yeah. Stumble on every word. I think that's exactly what I would do.
Okay.
Probably.
Someone like you as a guy though, would you go silent? Would you actually just like stare in awe of her beauty, or like what would you like? Or you would say something?
I hope I would say something. I don't know this. You know, future.
Bring her out. Wait, we need to bring her out now. See what would happen.
Come to a set.
Film it.
Come to a
We're
set.
waiting for this reaction. Like my mind's kind of like wondering now. Like we
Jennifer
can't.
Lawrence, come to a set.
Yeah. Did you hear that? We're waiting. We're gonna film the reaction. I hope you don't mind. We're gonna have cameras on you for a minute.
Let's go.
We'll make it happen. We gotta make it happen.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Now tell us, are you like a flirt? Like, are you like what type of guy are you? Girls that you like? What do you like?
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a flirt. I mean, you know, once again, I just enjoy like relating to people and just like, you know, talking and just like learning about people and everything. So I don't really have like an exact method to the madness, I guess. But that was a very vague answer.
I know we're waiting for.
Well, it's like I feel like that's kind of the most genuine thing that I could do in like any situation, you know, regardless of, you know, if it's a girl, if I'm just meeting someone or something as simple as like, you know, being in a car with a driver, I just like learning about people, you know, and so that's just kind of how I approach, I guess, every new relationship. So.
Okay. You seem like we said. I don't know if you're dating someone currently. You don't know. You are not.
I'm
if you're
single.
gonna answer that. Oh, you are single. Okay. So then I can ask these questions. Okay. We like the internet world now. There's Instagram. If you, I don't know if it even interests you. If that's something like you're into, or like you're just focused on your music. But like if a girl does, you know, catch your eye, do you say something? Do you write her? Do you see her in person?
I don't do the whole sliding into DM thing.
Okay.
You know? And I don't know why. I just never been that guy. I always thought it was corny.
Yeah.
But no, more so, I just don't know what I would say other than like a cheesy pickup line.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you, if you like a girl though, if you like a girl though, are you going to say it's in person now, like the girl's in person, you're gonna let her walk by, or are you gonna say something? Like, are you that type of character? Are you gonna?
To be totally honest, it depends on my mood.
Oh.
So yes and no. Yeah, it really depends on my mood.
Oh, okay.
In that given moment.
Okay.
So, not opposed to it, but
I'm just wondering if you do in general, like say you, I don't know.
I'm not the kind of guy to just like walk around in LA. Just, you
No,
know.
not to everyone. If you see one person
Stuff
and you're
like
like,
that.
oh my gosh, she's so cute, or something like that, like, are you gonna let her just go, or are you gonna like?
Again, it depends on my mood. I mean, I feel like I definitely have in the past, you know, just gone up to girls like that. But it's also just like, to me, not as fun and interesting as like a kind of a happy circumstance
Yeah.
kind of thing happening. That's what I find more interesting,
Yeah.
to be totally honest. So that's kind of what my vibe.
Okay. You seem like you've got a like in-depth personality, like a depthful. Is your mind, how is it like as a not musician, as a DJ? Like, do you have like a lot of thoughts? Does that like scatter being a DJ producer, all that stuff? Like, does your mind actually like being a DJ? Like, do you have music in your mind 24/7, or like what's going on in there?
Yeah, that's damn, we're getting deep. We're getting
You're kind of. I
very,
feel like
very
you're kind
deep.
of like that, so it fits the bill.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm DJing, I'm really just kind of focused in on the moment,
Yeah.
you know, and very much just in the zone. And so it's a very relaxing process for me.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But day to day, like creativity, and just making the music and then creating sets and everything like that, it is I kind of find it hard to focus sometimes because I'm constantly like jumping between ideas. That's why I love TikTok so much because I can post every day and just like do different stuff every single day.
Yeah.
Which is honestly why I fell in love with the platform. I was able to pop from idea to idea to idea every single day.
That's cool. And then also, do you have like a team that works with you for the music, or do you just come up with it pretty by yourself? Like, how does that work? The whole music process, like for the song, for a song.
I work with a lot of collaborators. So, for example, like Maskinata, I work with Oliver Heldens on that one, and of course, that came from a sample from Sergio Mendes who got the record too. So I do a lot of sample-based stuff too. A lot of collaborators, and I love working with singers and songwriters as well. Gives me more time to focus on the beat and everything, especially when I'm working with someone who's got just like fantastic voice and compelling performance and the way they sing it too. So I love collaborating.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then also, is there just a DJ that you do want to collab with that you kind of have your eye on, like, I really want to make this happen, or anything like that, or yeah?
David Guetta.
Oh wow, that's a
Hit my line.
Okay.
I want to do it. Yeah, I want to do it.
Yeah. That should happen. That should happen.
I think it'd be sick.
It would be sick.
Yeah.
This needs to happen. But we'd wait for that. And then, what type of song do you guys like? Do you have something in mind? Like, if you collab with him, would you? You know what you guys are gonna do? Have you been planning this?
To be determined. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be great though.
Okay.
I want to make something crazy. Now you got me thinking. Yeah, I gotta get this. Yeah, I'll think about this later.
We're excited. Can't wait. We're waiting on David. Get a collab. And more collabs, actually, to be honest. So, well, thank you so much, Ian.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I can't wait to come back to Tampa too.
We're waiting for you to come back to Tampa. We're excited. Until next time.